Hey YouTube, this is Mike with Firestarter Movement, just going over my bug out bag. A lot of communities on YouTube and within certain television shows will tell you how you're supposed to have 3 days worth of equipment to survive, and they'll give you a list of around 100 different items that are absolutely essential to your survival. I'm here to tell you that they're wrong. These things will get you killed. Think of yourself in a tactical situation. You're surrounded by hostiles and you walk out of your house with 100 pounds worth of equipment on your back and a backpack that's half the size, if not the entire size of your body, in addition to a firearm or any other equipment that you may carry, tactical gear, plate carriers, what have you. You're painting a pretty large target on your back, and that target's not going to go away. Think of maneuvering in different sort of tactical situations, getting from point A to point B with all that gear. Not only does it weigh you down, it makes you less maneuverable, but you consume a lot more. You're going to need a lot more water and a lot more food to make it through these situations. And so you quickly become a liability. And preppers are being conditioned to believe that, and we need to reverse that. See, what I pack is absolutely the bare essentials. You can't rely on gear to get you through an apocalypse or Second American Revolution or any sort of situation. You need to rely on your ability to think, your ability to move out of problems, and that knowledge that you carry from your entire life. You need to actually learn how to apply it in a situation. I have about 20 to 30 packs of these pink salmon cartridges, and these can be found at your local dollar store. They're pretty cheap and they're easy to store. If you believe in expiration dates and what the FDA tells you, these things go for about a year. I just check for bloating or any punctures to the package itself, and if I find one, I replace it. I just have a basic tin. A lot of people will just throw their tin in without any care in the world, but if you actually use your bag, you realize that this makes a lot of noise. So you gotta fill it with rags. See what I did? I opened it up, filled it with rags, and there's a lot of materials inside. Divided them with rags so it doesn't make a lot of noise. Would be the Bear Grylls Firestarter. It's kind of cliche to think that this one's the best one out there, I know, but I've tested the others pretty extensively, and this one's the best one that I've found. It's worked for me the most. I actually go a little bit overboard on the triple antibiotic ointment. You can find these at the dollar store. Cleared the shelf of these and the pink salmon, as you can see, and you have to imagine any kind of scenario. It's going to be the little things that kill you. Any cuts, scrapes, anything like that. Infection is going to be really, really common and really rampant. People will kill each other for the things that we take for granted today. Things like these. As cheap as they are, I would highly recommend picking up at least a crate of these. Preppers will go overboard with knives and such, and they'll show you all their little Swiss Army knives and their buck knives, and they'll have like 30 to 40 of these assorted stabbers, and in reality you only need 2. I'll show you which ones. I got this. It's pretty cheap. My grandpa gave it to me when I was little. I've been using it my entire life. The knife that I've been using is the Recon 1. This knife is extremely effective in pretty much anything you have to do. Combat, defense. Another thing, if you're into the combat tactics like I am, to see your bug out bag, a lot of it depends on what you're prepping for. See, I'm prepping for a war against our United States government, Second American Revolution, Civil War type situation. So you're going to need a shovel. This is going to dig firing positions, foxholes, anything, any kind of cover that's going to keep you alive and keep you out of the enemy's sight. Compass is essential. I have a cheap, affordable, maybe $2, $3 compass. These things are going to be useful. Make sure you have maps. A lot of preppers will pack these without maps and without any knowledge of using maps, and it's kind of ridiculous in my opinion, because that's what these things are for. It's my wire cutter. I use it to cut fences. See, when you're in a tactical situation, you don't want to climb fences, you want to go through them. Things that we throw away nowadays, alcohol wipes, sugar packs, these things are going to be invaluable whenever a grid down situation occurs. So if you're watching this and you have a very large bug out bag, please consider tearing it down and just getting the bare essentials. Move away from the 3-day ideology, because that's going to get you killed. Any kind of large bug out bag will get you killed. Especially if they start rounding up preppers, if they start having blockades and different kind of things where they're sweeping us out, these things, these little things will keep you alive. Like I've said before, you got to use the knowledge. You got to educate yourself on how to use the equipment. This is only going to get you by for the first few days, maybe the short duration, that transition period between society and whatever is to come. You look at any tactical situation, you look at our armed forces overseas, they're large packs, they're heavy equipment. Whenever something like a Second American Revolution happens or a grid down situation, guerrilla warfare is going to be rampant. Your enemies are not going to be necessarily seen right in front of you within after the first few months. People are going to get really smart, and they're going to be able to identify you very quickly. They will know who has equipment and who doesn't. So I hope this information was helpful. If you have a large bug out bag, please leave a comment below. Hopefully we can get some discussion going as to what's absolutely essential to a grid down situation or any sort of tactical operation. Please leave a like and comment and subscribe. We're always happy to hear what you guys have to say, and thanks for watching.